Hello, welcome. This is Frank, Everything Black. Um, I'd like to welcome you to the show tonight. I want to talk about a very important issue, which is the single black woman problem. A lot of people don't look at this as a problem. They are just looking the other way. Um, I am going to pull up a few stats here to show that this is a problem. And by us going back and forth with each other, that's not going to work. We got to deal with the problem head on. We can't say, well, what about the man? We can't say, well, if y'all choosing these men who have been raised by a single mom, you are reproducing the thing that you hate. You are reproducing the bad products. The show is called Are Single Black Women Producing Bad Products? I have to ask this question. Let me turn my music down a little bit. We're going to go into some stats tonight. And some people don't care about stats. Some people don't care about stats at all. So I'm just asking y'all to just check out what's going on and what's being said. Just bear with me, walk with me, listen. We can, fix this issue if we all just realize that this is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just realize that this is a problem. We can fix this. This is hurting our FBA community. We can't keep going like this. We got too many women who are single and alone. And they probably gonna die alone because they trying to do what men do. Men supposed to work and get out there. We are workhorses. We are supposed to produce. We are supposed to stand up for you, protect you, die for you. Go out there and hustle hard. That's what men do. We hustle hard. A woman's supposed to find a man to do that. Now, if you're out here hustling with me, with us, I don't know if we can get along with you. Some people do it. I'm not gonna say 1-2% that shit work, but for the majority of us, that don't work. And then once y'all start hustling like us, y'all start trying to compete against men. Women, y'all can't compete against men. Y'all can't compete amongst yourselves, which is that's cool, that's good. But when you get up here trying to compete against men, it's not gonna work. I mean, look at the entertainment business. You see all those millionaire single women. You mean tell me those millionaires single men don't want them? Do you wonder why? Okay. So let's look at a few stacks. I did the first stats by race. Stats. Okay. This is the first one. Let me share the screen with y'all. I hope I don't hit the wrong one right here. Let's do this one. What race has the highest rate of single moms? Okay, we go here. We'll do the data center. AECF.org. Let's see what they say about this. I hope y'all can see this. Let me get it on screen first. Or use YouTube. So we'll scroll down. The name of the website is the United States. I think it's the screenshot is potterfund.com. I think that's it. Let me scroll on up a little bit. The Annie E. Casey Foundation. The Kid Count Data Center. All right. It says children in single parent families by race and ethnicity in the United States. All right. So, as you can see, let me see if I can bring the screen up a little more. Let me see, how do I? Well, I hope y'all can see that. Let me go on my side of the screen to see what y'all can see. Okay, here we go. As you can see, the American Indians has I'm gonna have to grab my glasses. Let me grab my glasses. Y'all hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, I'm back. Let me get this screen pulled up a little. Let me see if that's gonna make it bigger. Guess not. All right, let me. So it says here, you can see the location, United States, race by group. You got the American Indian. You got the data type. In 2012, it was 345,000 single moms for the Indian group. 53% of those 300,000 people, 53% of them was single, raised by single moms. It's 53%. Asian Pacific, 17%, raised by single moms. Now, black people was 67%. Over 6.5 million families was raised by single moms. Okay. Now, we're going to leave that alone and we're going to go back up here. Now, I think y'all might be still seeing that screen, but let me do something else. That was the highest rate of single moms. And we're going to get the highest rate of single moms children. Okay. Let's see how many single mom children end up in prison. What's the rate on that? According to this Reddit, which I don't really get him no real fact check on nothing. Let's do somebody else. This is a white supremacy website. We're gonna go to if studies. Let's see what they say. Less poverty, less prison, more college. What two parents household mean to black and white people. Let's see. Anyway, I can't even hardly get on that one. Let's find some other one. That didn't work. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me do one right quick. Punch this in. I don't know why I should have had this up before. I tried to have this up before the show started. Let's see what this one say. Okay, let's see what's the percentage of children that end up in prison. Let me do one more thing before I do that one. Let's put R black. Just keep giving me this bullcrap stuff here. I want good stats. I don't want to show y'all bad stats. Here it says, well, that's that one I don't want to do. Let's look at this right here. No, let's not. This is got something to do with mass incarceration. Let me find something here. I should have had this together. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get these numbers right. Okay. The fatherless single home mom status. Let's look at this, man. All right, here we go. Here goes some stats here. Let me share the screen with y'all. All right, here we go. Y'all can see here it says single mom motherhood is becoming more common in the United States, in the U.S. About 1 in every 5 children under 18 being raised without a father. Family court often make rulings that the father is the non-custodian parent, making it difficult for the non-custodian father to remain in a meaningful part of the child's life, oftentimes leaving the child feeling confused, abandoned, or as if they had to choose one parent or the other. Now that right there should be a problem for all of us, man. Let me read that one more time. When you women choose to leave this man, and y'all have small children, that's why I'm married young, and believe me, that's something you shouldn't do. But especially if you broke, if you're in poverty, that's something you shouldn't do. But anyway, when they do leave the parent, you often leave the child feeling confused, abandoned, or giving him the illusion that he got to pick one or both of y'all, one or the over the other. He got to sit there and be trying to figure out who I like better, daddy or mama. That's the situation when you women decide to make this selfish move to leave or end this relationship, because 90% of women in relationships, okay, 90%. So a man only got 10% of chance when he do choose a woman that it's gonna work. He only got a 10% chance. And I mean, just think about how you leave that child confused, abandoned, and having to choose one or the other. Then y'all say, well, what did the man drinking and hitting on? Why did you choose a man that's drinking and hitting on? You knew he was drinking when you met him. There's so many red flags that y'all see that y'all don't even think about. But you'll go and have a human being with this man and then try to talk bad about the guy. You just had one of his seeds. So either you are choosing bad seeds to make bad product, or you shouldn't be choosing at all, because you don't know what you want. You don't know what's right for you. Because here we go, another stat says 37.8% of single moms are divorced. 41% never been married. And only 6.5% are widows. So it's a small percentage of women that are widows. So, we understand the widows. Salute to the widows who have to raise their children without their father due to an unexpected death. And I do say to all y'all, go and get y'all some life insurance policies, especially you fathers, and make sure your children are insured. I mean, make sure you insured with a life insurance policy so they can have money to start, at least startup money. If you can't get nothing but $100,000 policy, get it. If you can get $1 million policy, get it. Leave this money, leave these funds, leave these resources to your children. or your spouse who's raising these children. Come on, man. Don't leave them with nothing. Don't be like, when I die, I ain't leaving my kids nothing. Man, that's the problem. Now, niggas like that, I understand why your woman leave you, why your woman don't fuck with you, because you don't care about the kid. Now, that's one thing men should never say. I mean, if you have a child, it's your responsibility to do whatever you can for that child to make sure it gets a chance. Most kids need is a chance, opportunity. You got to provide that. If you don't provide nothing else, at least provide him the opportunity to do better than you did. Don't say when I die, it ain't gonna matter what happened. Yes, it matters what happened to your seeds when you die. Your wife, you know, it matters what happens when you die. So stop that. Go get you a life insurance policy today. If you don't have one, as soon as this program go out, hit up a couple of the ladies that I brought on the show. Miss, dang it, hit me up later. Dang, I don't got the dang lady. Hold on a minute. Shoot. Let me give y'all this lady number because she gonna kill me. She gonna kill me for forgetting her name. I got so much on my mind. I didn't forget her name, but I got a lot on my mind. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my contacts. Yeah, she gonna kill me when she see this show and I forgot her dang name, boy. She gonna pull a pistol on me. Miss Miss Peditra at Primerica. You can reach her at 214-434-0947. That's 214-434-0947. Now I have a license, but mine is in captivity right now. But we'll get into that later. But go get your policy from her, Primerica. Okay, go get your policy, man. It's just a term policy. A lot of people want to sell you whole life. I don't believe in whole life. I don't believe in AUL and all that. I mean, that has its good points though. But I believe you should never have your investments in your life insurance policy. It's not a investment. An investment is a investment: stocks, bond, real estate, shit like that. That's investment. Okay. But no, I am a licensed life insurance agent. Okay. But I'm not trying to sell you nothing either. But you need to get with Miss she know I don't hardly say her first name. But Miss Peditra at Primerica. 214-434-0947. Call her. Get that policy going, man. Cover your family. Especially if you're a male, man. Cover your family. You got a family, you the head of the household. You the leader, cover that family. Don't have your kids out here and something happen to you and they don't get nothing. Come on. Or your wife. Come on. But anyway, it says 37.8% of single women are divorced. That's close to half. Okay? That's close to half. That's 37. Okay? 10 more, 20 more percent. We right there at 50. Not even a good 20%. You at 50, 57. That's over half. Come on, y'all. Um, that means that about half of single women have never been married, while almost a third are divorced. Man, ladies, you can't be bringing in children with no marriage, no ring. You know what I'm saying? When y'all get older, y'all put a cap on that thing and then want to tell a man, "Oh, you gotta marry me to get this." What kind of crap is that? You supposed to been doing that when you was in your 20s, when you had more options. That you should have picked the best option possible when you was in your 20s, between 20 and 29. I said 30, shit, you got your mind made up. You in your career, you thinking you running shit, you know. You thinking at that point you gonna be like, I don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like the majority of women are, I don't need now. Okay, you don't need now. How is that? I mean, where are you to go? What I mean, you gonna be out here hustling like a dude, eventually you're gonna look like a man. Then the man gonna be like, damn, you look like me. We don't have nothing in common. But how we look, come on, ladies. Men love femininity. You know what I'm saying? That's worth $1 million. Just your femininity is worth $1 million. Jason Black does a show on that. If y'all don't know who Jason Black is, I'm gonna play a little bit snippet of his show so y'all can get over there, get game. Ladies, y'all need to get on that show and get game from him. Uh, Kevin Samuel got most of his stuff from Jason Black. You know, I mean, let it be put on record. You know, but that means that about half of single mothers have never been married, while almost a third are divorced. Fathers do not automatically have rights like the mothers do when they have give birth. A father has to prove parental, what is that word? Come on, parental. What is that? Hang on, let's get here. What is that? Who has to prove parental and paternity? Oh man, I'm saying the whole thing wrong. And even then, the mother is considered the custody parent. Now, this is time the child is born. The mother becomes the custody parent. Most of the time, all the father is able to get is a visitation time with the child, and is the mother objected, she just interferes with his parenting time and enforcement of custody interference, even though a jailable offense in most states is not enforced against a custody parent, and false allegation often can be used to thwart the efforts of non-custodian parents to enforce, leaving the child without the time necessary to continue the growth of the bond and support of their father. Man, I mean, y'all, you go through so much when you get a divorce. Single moms, man, y'all need to cut this out. I mean, right then you just break up a family. Single moms are more likely to live in poverty than a married couple or a single father or single fathers. I'm going to read it again because, I want to make sure we get this clear. Single mothers are more likely to live in poverty than couples married couples or single fathers. Single mothers are more likely to live in poverty than married couples of single fathers. Mothers who share custody equally are able to improve their life. So if they share the custody with the father equally, they have a better chance to improve their life, earn more money, or happy, okay? This leads to happier and more financially stable, financial stability. Real mothers would be in poverty if they had time to improve their life, have time to update their skills, and have time for themselves and be less stressed out. I don't know if I agree with all that. Okay? But for now, we're just gonna go with that. Okay. There shouldn't be no such thing as single moms. Okay. We should make sure, as a black race, when we get married, that marriage will work. That marriage will stand. We can't keep going up the numbers here. These numbers have to come down. According to certain statistics, 67% of black men come from single family homes. The majority of prisoners come from single family homes. They're more than 2 times, or 1.8, which is close to 2, to get criminal, to learn criminal behavior. Okay, without that father being around, that child is going to get into some misconduct. Even the female girl. Most of the time, the mama is real loose with the daughter. And if she real hard with the daughter, the girl is going to try to sneak out and be with a guy. And this usually starts the single mom problem. So as a black race, as men, when we see a young lady out here in the streets under 18, man, we need to stay away from that. As men, stay away from that. And if you're a single teenager, hopefully you have both parents. And I know that man is telling you, hey man, stay away from it. If you got a father telling you, go ahead and hook up with that little young teenage honey, no. Don't do it, bro, because you could get her pregnant. Right? And then we start this single mom thing because you haven't had enough relationships to deal with this woman, with this child at this time. See what I'm saying? You haven't been in enough relationships to deal with that. And you don't have money. You're not financially stable to do that. So if your father telling you that, please don't listen to him. Okay? And I know a real father, manly man father, alpha father, is not teaching his son to do that. So if you're under 20 and you see a young lady that's under 18, do not bother her. Let her go through her young life trying to educate herself, to become a young woman, and what's going to make her a beautiful, feminine young woman is when she finds you, who are strong alpha male, who has financial stability to bring her into. You know what I'm saying? Let her get her education. Let her do her thing. Okay? Give that woman time enough to be a woman. Then, when she reaches her age 21 at least, then you can run in and talk to her. Give her time to grow a little bit. Don't take a child and try to raise her. I married my wife young, and that shit don't work out. I mean, we still together so far, but that don't work out. That's not the plan. So don't do that, fellas. Don't do that. Now, let me play you a little something. Let me go back over here. I want you to hear some of the stuff that single moms. To me, let me let y'all hear this lady here with Kevin Samuel. Then we'll deal with something else after that. But let's go over here and listen at this. I want you to see that most of these women who are single, if you're a single mom and you leave your man and you think you're gonna start out and do things better without him, with his child, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, because most of y'all are very selfish. When you leave that family, you're thinking about yourself, because most women don't really think about, okay, I'm finna take my child away from his father, and at that point the family is broken. You don't give your child a chance to know his father. So please, let's don't go that route. Let's do something else. But listen to what she says.
The dream is the reason you're single right now.
It's never time. I mean, we all have different times in life.
Really? How old are you again?
30.
What age is the time to give up?
I always say by 30, it's over.
And there's people getting married 60, 80.
No, I'm talking about you.
Me personally, I'm not going to give up, because I don't think I'm really trying yet. So.
What age do you think you're going to start trying?
To be honest with you, I'm having my selfish year. So I'm going to give myself probably like 1 to 2 years. Then I'll pursue a relationship or whatever I desire.
Probably use YouTube, Facebook. This is a teaching moment.
You have any kids?
Yes, I have a beautiful daughter. She's 6.
Why do you think it works like that?
Works like what?
You're already a single mother, which is no shot. My mom was a single mother, but talk about your selfish years when you got a kid.
Yeah,
my question is, you said that, I said, is it time to give up a dream? You said never give up a dream. That people get married in their 60s and 80s, which is always this fanciful shit like that.
No.
So if your daughter, so listen. Listen. No. If your daughter didn't study, didn't do her homework, and said, well, Mom, people pass tests all the time, you'd say, all right, daughter, just live life like that.
I'm not understanding. Did you ask me a question or?
Yeah. Would you allow? When are you going to grow up and become a serious woman?
I feel like I'm being serious. I'm taking my life seriously.
But you said you're in your selfish years.
Yeah, I think we all have. When you're in a relationship, you really can't be selfish
14.
Because you are constantly having to think about your partner. So at this current moment in my life, I want to be selfish. I want to worry about me and not have to think about making somebody else happy. You know what I'm saying?
Why make a baby?
Why did I make a baby? 1, I was young. 2,
you were 24.
Yeah, so
you weren't young.
I mean, technically, I think
14. Ma'am, youngest 14.
I was engaged, so that was my main reason to do it.
It doesn't count for marriage. So don't get combative. Don't get fussy.
Yeah, they
because
get combative.
You say you want to be selfish, and I'm just sitting here listening. I'm like, you're a mother.
Yeah, selfish for my daughter. Reason.
No, you haven't said for your daughter. You said. No, you don't, man. I hear very well. And you only brought your daughter up.
Yeah, sometimes women just listen.
It's for both of us.
Of course it is.
Self-talk.
So how's doing dicks gonna help your daughter?
Doing dicks? Who said who's doing dicks?
Being selfish, doing your own life. I mean, what are you doing in your single years? What are you doing in your single years is going to help you become a wife?
Work on myself. Work on what my priorities, my goals, my
Johnny Gill ass. Me.
Yeah.
Who listen to this selfishness?
I'm proud. If you want to say I'm being selfish, okay, I'm finally being selfish.
Good. Die alone. You can be proud and die alone. That's cool, man. We're fine. Honestly, I'm more happy with women like you who are loud and proud, so we can identify you, so God can just learn to just say congratulate you, live in your truth and your power.
I will not die. I will guarantee you that.
Of course not.
Something happened to the family.
Y'all are gonna get married to high value men and have solid gold children and travel and drive Mercedes and have personal chefs and all this other stuff. Of course, it's all gonna happen. Mm-hmm. That's what you've been told. That's why, and I'll be honest, that's why at 30 years old, you have such a defiant attitude. Your attitude's kind of trash regarding relationships.
Okay.
Relationships, man. Relationships. I didn't say period. It's just kind of trash regarding relationships. Because apparently to you, relationships hinder you from being selfish. But I've got news for you. An average man provides a woman options. A man of value provides a woman freedom. You can't be selfish as a single mama. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay, that's a fact.
I know. So why you'd rather be? We have deified being a single mother when that shit is hard.
That's exactly why I have to be selfish, because I don't have time to have that.
You don't have to. Being selfish doesn't get you a man. Doesn't get you a husband.
I'm looking for a man right now. I think I'm content.
I want you to understand. See, this is what I mean. So you are prepared. Well, that's fine. That's why I'm glad to do these things, because they think it's a game.
Here,
did you go to college?
Yeah, I actually went to.
You're breaking. What's your degree in?
I didn't graduate college.
Oh, okay. What was your profession?
I was in school for nursing.
What is your profession?
I'm in the airline industry.
So you're a flight attendant?
Yes. And next.
You're a sky waitress. Shout out to the sky waitresses. Not a good profession for a single mother. But see, I want you guys to understand that she fits in that kind of creative area, and you find a lot of women who are hairstylists and flight attendants because they can fly places, but you say you're gonna do it for 2 more years and then you're gonna decide to find a husband or decide to be in a relationship. Do you want any more kids one day?
Oh yeah, I definitely want.
How many more?
Probably like two more.
I'm assuming you want to have kids in the context of a marriage, or do you care?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to wait for.
So, okay. So when you're married and pregnant with the next child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
No.
Okay. Then after you have your 2 other kids and your 1 kid, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for an entire lifetime? I mean, if you don't provide it's not there.
I feel like it will be like old style parenting, like so maybe like the groceries or it's like stuff like that.
In other words, less than 10%.
Correct.
Less than 5% with the groceries. Because groceries, so you really don't want to have, I'm not judging, man, but groceries for you don't really want to have to provide any real money. That's fine, 5-10%.
Oh, I saw my parents do it. You know, the man took care of mostly everything, whatever. Even though she made a decent amount of money, she made over, 6 figures. All she did was I
want to say this, y'all. When y'all hear these people talking about 6 figures, I want to do it like my parents did it. Your parents' house back in the day was when I was growing up, the average house was $100,000. And the parents before me, their houses was probably less than $50,000. And we can go in and look that up, but you're not living in your parents' time. You know, the new 6 figures is $1 million. We don't have time to play here, ladies. Y'all don't understand. The new 6 figures is $1 million. You got to have $1 million to live comfortably. Really, the 6-figure stuff is over. Okay, if you go get a house now, you're gonna spend over $700,000 over a lifetime paying for that house. Almost 30 years pay for that house. The average house is, they tell you, $400,000, but by the end of the term, you done paid probably close to $1 million for that $400,000 home. Okay, and it's gonna take you 30 years. So if you 30, she's 30, she'll be 60, paying for $1 million home, paying for a $400,000 home for $1 million. I tell you what, let me go over here to another site here. Give me 1 second. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. I gotta let another YouTuber named Jason Black explain this to y'all. Let me get on here. Let me see, how do I go over here? Let me see. Let's do this. Let me let him explain this to y'all, because we've been misinformed. Let's see here. Well, let's look at this part right here. Let me back it up just a little bit. And this is the letter. I'll let him explain.
Jackson, we're going to come back to that in just a few moments. How being raised by my Black single mom taught me how to hustle. First of all, what man? See, this is where the delusion comes in, and where those of you who are single women, if you're really upset, go grab a single mom and punch her in the teeth.
Y'all need to,
because if you really want to know where you got screwed up at, what man is looking for a female who describes herself as a hustler?
Brother Jason Black.
You see, a chick that no man wants to partner with. Oh, these are the words you don't like to hear. You want to talk about partners. A man who does not want to take you on. A man who does not want to be linked to you. Well, you got to go get it for yourself when you don't have a man who is willing to sacrifice and get it for you. Oh boy. You see, if you were actually worthy, the man is the hustler. If you're a woman out here having a hustle for yourself, that's because you're not worth having a hustler. Oh boy. You see, you can't make yourself into a hustler. The men are the hustlers. Your value as a woman doesn't come from your ability to hustle. Your value comes from your ability to gain and retain and attract a hustler. You have no value trying to preach about your ability to hustle. You have no value. A woman who can hustle is worthless.
Come on.
Let me say that again. A woman who can, quote, hustle, you're worthless to a man who's worth anything. Now, to a fella who's struggling, your ability to hustle is valuable. Oh, yeah, but understand something. You're the type of guy that the women don't like, though. The fella who needs and appreciates a woman who can, quote unquote, hustle, it's because, his stuff ain't together. So yeah, he sure does like that idea of you hustling because he can't get it on his own. Now, a man who can get it and is earning at a high level and producing at a high level, he ain't got no use for a female telling him about her hustle. What does your hustle mean to a man who's a producer? What does your ability to hustle mean to a man who's a producer? See, what you're doing is you're comparing all men to that broke ass nigga that your mama was with, who got her pregnant with you and then left the both of your asses. You're comparing all men to that failure that your mama got, but that's all she qualified for was a failure. So you're upset over that. So of course, you're trying to fix your mother's mistakes and saying, well, I'll be the hustler. No, you need to attract the hustler. You know why? Because a woman who can hustle is as useless to a man as a man who can nurture and cuddle is useless to a woman.
I'm pretty sure you're going to say that.
Let me say that again. Yeah. A woman who can hustle is as useless to a man as a man who can nurture and suckle a baby is as useless to a woman. A woman does not need your duplication of what she can already do. A man is already a hustler. We don't need you to come and bring us more of what we already got. You're supposed to bring us what we don't have. And this is what I mean. The loser mentality of these females, they sit up here and define their losing because if you're a woman who could not get a producer or a hustler, you're a loser. So you go off and tell people that your ability to lose is in fact a virtue. If you were winning, you'd have a hustler. You wouldn't have to get out here and dig for it and scrape for it and scrap for it yourself. The fact that it is required of you to get your nails dirty and hustle, that's your first clue. The world is letting you know your value. Nobody's going to bring you a damn thing. They treat you like they do the men. Get out here on your big raggedy ass and go get it yourself. That the definition of a failure. That's what it means to be a failure. You don't have to like it. Nobody's asking for your approval, but just so you know, that's what it means to be a failure. If you're a woman who's got to get out here and dig and pull it out the mud and grab it for yourself, that's failure. Because no man thinks you're worthy. No man thinks you are worthy. Every man looks at you and says, you just a nigga like me. Get out here and dig it up for yourself. Oh, you don't want to hear that part. The men are telling you, get out there and go dig it up on your own. You're not worth me going to get it for you. You go dig it up yourself. If you succeed, great. If you fail, that's okay too. And by the way, I think this is the writer of the article here.
Now, y'all go on there and finish watching this show here. If you go to Jason Black's site, it's called The Business. Let me see if I can break it down here. And I'll let y'all see some of the shows he do. Let me scroll down. These are some great shows. Man, y'all got to get on. Look at that. This one was good. All these are good. All these are hot fight. Get on this man website. Ladies, get on here. Learn about what's going on. Let him talk to you. Let him walk you through the process of why we where we are. I listen to this guy all the day, all the time, as much as I can, to increase my knowledge. This is a great website for people who believe in power dynamics. It's a great website for people who believe in power dynamics, not relationships. Now, it's not a relationship show. But he teaches you everything you need to know about what's going on in relationships, but not relationship power dynamics. If you want power dynamics, come here and watch this show. You can see all the great stuff. 60 is the new 20. Okay. I never loved him. Marriage lies. Drizzle. He's his best option. Okay, the man trap era. These are hot fire shows, y'all. Y'all got to get on. I'm aspiring to be like this and better. I got work to do. You know what I'm saying? The American Dream costs $3.4 million now. This is a show you have got to watch. And to the man, if you don't work, you don't eat. Another hot fight. You know what I'm saying? He get on the men just like he get on the women. All right? We all have to take this L and learn from it to be winners. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Okay? So please go on there, go on the website, go on Jason Black site, the business, get you some education, get you some knowledge to become a better person. The more you know, single men win. Won. The single man won. The dirty macking. Okay, the haters hate money. Commit or be fired. Okay. Desperate career women. Man, these are all hot fight. I mean, even if you go back to, the old stuff. Anyway, that's my time. I'm going to get off here now. And I appreciate y'all joining the show. I just wanted to share a little bit about with y'all that, this single mom thing is going the wrong direction. I put a chart on Facebook that since 1990, we have just went straight down as a race, as a family, as a black family. We went straight down to the bottom. I put that on Facebook. So if y'all want to see that chart, I took a picture and sent it on Facebook. Since 1999, we have went down. See, the single mom, which I was part of a single mom group, they try to raise you like they would want a man to be toward them. They don't raise you how a man can raise you. They are not men. They don't understand that. Okay? Your mom cannot raise a man. A woman cannot raise a man. A boy to be a man, she don't know where to start. Okay? So therefore, when these women raise these boys, they meet your daughter, right? And your daughter are expecting him to know his business, but he doesn't. He's just cute to her. He just look nice to her. She believes that this is the guy that's supposed to protect, produce, and provide for her. You see what I'm saying? She expect that, but she don't know that this is a bad product. She avoid the red flags. Okay? Women, stop avoiding the red flag. Then you get pregnant by this same guy, and here come another bad product. Okay? So let's stop going in that trend. Let's reverse this. Women, you have got to start picking better mates. Between 20 and 29, you have got to start picking better mates. Men, we have got to start picking better women. It's our fault too. We fall into the hole. Okay, we go out there and we desperate. We ain't had sex in 3-4 months, 3-4 years since we was in high school or something like that. And you just go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for these women. They're looking at you to be the leader. They're looking at you to be decision maker. They're looking up to you to take them from here to there, upwards, not downward. They're not looking for somebody to take them down. They're looking for somebody to take them straight to the top. And men, you have to be prepared to go straight to the top. It ain't no stopping. It ain't no retiring. We got to go get it. Ain't no retire. Ain't no sit down. From the cradle to the grave, we got to get it. I don't care how long it takes. You get rich or die trying. Okay? So, come on, fellas. We can do this. Women, single women, y'all got to start picking better. You see the red flag, but you avoid them. You know what the red flags are. When you're young, 20 to 29, find you a winner. Find you a man with accomplishments. If he's not making accomplishment, how are you gonna put your life in his hands and put his seeds in your hand? Okay, this is a disaster waiting to happen. But anyway, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for listening. For those who stayed to the end, I appreciate that. I was just trying to give you a few stats, a visual of the female single mom, and that being a single mom is a failure. That's a failure to society. That's producing bad products. Thank you for joining us, and join us next time. Like and subscribe.